James Nachtwey is a photojournalist and arguably one of the best war photographers of our time. He has covered conflicts and social issues in more than 30 countries, and he is known for getting very close to his subjects, as he says, in the same intimate space that the subjects inhabit, and brings that closeness to the viewer of his photographs. This image was taken in New York in 2001 and is titled Searching for Survivors. Nachtwey took this image after the tragic events that happened on September 11th. In this image, there are three silhouettes of subjects in the destruction left after the attacks on the World Trade Center. Nachtwey is utilizing the light from behind the subjects to highlight their silhouettes, but leaving their identities hidden. The image is monochromatic, and the lighter colors behind the black silhouettes make them pop from the background. Nachtwey uses the backlight and the blurriness behind the subjects to keep them in focus and leave the viewer to interpret the rest of the scene. This is another image taken by Nachtwey of the destruction left on September 11th. It was also taken in New York in 2001 and is titled Ruins of World Trade Center. In this image, the World Trade Center is completely unrecognizable, and it is hard for the viewer to determine exactly what he or she is looking at. With the monochromatic grayscale throughout the image and the limited lighting, Nachtwey utilized the small amount of lighting landing on these buildings that separated them from the very blurry background. Nachtwey has traveled all around the world to capture conflicts and social issues. This is an example of an image taken in Sudan in 1993 of a famine victim in a feeding center. Like many of his photographs, this image can be difficult to look at and is ethically evaluative. It gives the viewer a very real example of what people went through in Sudan in 1993. Nachtwey used the rule of thirds to put his subject in the right third of the frame to make the image more visually interesting, and black and white coloring makes the image more straightforward without any distraction of colors. This photograph was taken in Albania in 1999 and shows Kosovar deportees meeting in a refugee camp. Here we can see an example of how Nachtwey gets very close to his subjects to bring his viewers directly into the subject's personal space and line of sight. We can imagine ourselves being right where the camera is, and Nachtwey's perspective does not show us whose hand we are looking at, so he lets us imagine that the hand in focus is our own, and we automatically feel the emotions that the subject must be feeling. Nachtwey took this photograph in Alabama in 1994, and it is titled Prisoner on the Chain Gang. This is another example showing how close Nachtwey gets to his subjects, and the low perspective makes the man look dominant. The repetition in the chain link fence makes the image visually interesting, and also creates leading lines to the subject. Nachtwey used the rule of thirds to put his subject in the bottom right-hand corner, which also makes the image more visually interesting. This photograph is also ethically evaluative because it lets the viewer imagine the emotions that prisoners go through by being locked behind fences. In this last example, Nachtwey captured a rehab center for heroin addicts in Pakistan in 2001. The lighting in this image is powerful in that it creates a sharp contrast where the subjects are illuminated and the space is next to them. This photograph is ethically evaluative because the viewer can see the harsh conditions that these addicts were living in. Nachtwey's perspective also lets the viewer imagine that the line of addicts continues on past the frame even though we can only see two subjects. He utilized the rule of thirds to help the viewer see not only the subject closest to us, but to imagine that there are more men lined up against the wall further on. As we've seen in these images, Nachtwey has used many techniques to capture powerful photographs to bring to light conflicts and social issues around the world, both educating and moving his viewers.